Welcome back to Path to Your True Self. If you've been following along, you'll remember our last talk about reprogramming your inner critic into a powerful inner coach, learning how to transform that voice inside your head from a constant nitpicker into a supportive cheerleader. Today, we're going to take that transformation one step further and explore something that so many of us struggle with: people-pleasing. That endless loop of saying yes when you want to say no, avoiding conflict at the cost of your own needs, and bending over backwards for others while ignoring yourself. This isn't about becoming selfish or shutting people out. It's about honoring yourself, knowing your worth, setting healthy boundaries, and making choices that align with your truth. And here's where our last topic connects. Your inner critic often plays a big role in people-pleasing. That voice might whisper things like, if you say no, they won't like you, or you're only worthy if you make others happy. Today, we're going to change that voice, just like we did before, and reprogram it to say, I respect myself and my needs matter. So let's dive deep. People-pleasing is more than just being nice. It's a coping mechanism, a habit we often develop early in life. Maybe you grew up in a home where love felt conditional, where you learned that keeping others happy was the safest way to avoid rejection or conflict. Or maybe you learned that your value comes from what you do for others, not simply from who you are. At its core, people-pleasing is fear in disguise. Fear of disapproval, fear of disappointing others, fear of conflict, fear of being seen as difficult or selfish. But here's the truth. Every yes you give out of fear rather than love or alignment takes a piece of your energy, your self-respect, and your authenticity. Remember from our last video, the inner critic often tries to keep you safe by repeating old stories. When it comes to people-pleasing, that voice might sound like, you're not enough unless you're needed. Don't upset them. You'll regret it. If you don't agree, they'll walk away. Your inner critic believes it's protecting you from pain, rejection, abandonment, criticism, but in reality, it's keeping you small and invisible. When we reprogram this voice into an inner coach, the script changes. Your worth isn't tied to approval. You can disagree and still be loved. Saying no to others is saying yes to yourself. This shift is the foundation for honoring yourself. Let's get real and practical. Here are some common signs. You apologize excessively, even when you've done nothing wrong. You feel anxious when someone is upset with you. You avoid conflict at all costs, even if it means suppressing your true feelings. You say yes automatically without checking in with yourself. You feel resentful or drained after helping others. You downplay your own needs because you don't want to burden anyone. If you recognize yourself in several of these, you're not alone, and it's not a life sentence. People-pleasing might seem harmless, but over time, it takes a huge toll, like emotional exhaustion from constantly putting others first, loss of identity because you're always molding yourself to fit others' expectations, resentment toward others and yourself, burnout from overcommitting, lowered self-worth because you've tied your value to external approval, and perhaps the biggest cost, you lose connection to your authentic self, the very person we've been trying to uncover on Path to Your True Self. Now, let's shift into practical steps. 1. Build self-awareness. Notice the moments you're about to say yes. Pause and ask, am I saying this out of genuine desire or fear of disappointing someone? 2. Reprogram the inner voice. Use the tools from our last video. When your inner critic warns you about rejection, respond with your inner coach. It's safe to prioritize my needs. My worth is not defined by my compliance. 3. Start small with boundaries. Practice saying no in low-stakes situations, declining an invitation you don't want to attend, or expressing a small preference. 4. Replace apologies with gratitude. Instead of sorry I can't make it, Try thank for understanding. I have other commitments. 5. Tolerate discomfort. Saying no might feel uncomfortable at first. That's okay. Discomfort is not danger, it's growth. 6. Surround yourself with respectful people. When you start honoring yourself, some people may resist, but the right people will respect your boundaries, and those are the relationships worth keeping. When you break the habit of people-pleasing, you gain more energy and mental space. Strengthen your self-respect. Build authentic relationships based on mutual respect, not compliance. Deepen your connection with your true self. You stop living for approval and start living in alignment. Remember, this isn't about becoming cold or unkind. It's about balancing kindness to others with kindness to yourself. The journey from people-pleasing to self-honoring is also the journey from an inner critic to an inner coach. Both are acts of reclaiming your power, your voice, and your truth. So, as you go into this week, try this affirmation. My needs and feelings matter just as much as anyone else's. I choose to honor myself. You are worthy of respect from others and from yourself. Until next time, stay true to yourself and keep shining your light. See you in the next video.